So is this gonna be like What If the movie? So it feels like it. Hey, what's up, nerd fam? This is your boy Gashawn. I want to welcome you to Enter the Nerd. Today, I want to talk to you about Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Specifically, what I'm getting from all the information that they've given us, all the trailers and all that, and like what I think it's gonna mean for the larger MCU or what it won't mean. Now, I am gonna preface this by saying that largely everything they've been putting out in this phase of the MCU is really not for people like me, people who are like source material based and like a more comic accurate version of a lot of these characters. That is just me. For people who aren't like that, I completely understand, because if you don't have that I'll say that exposure to these things, you're not gonna care, and that's perfectly fine. But obviously it makes it sometimes hard for me to see certain things. Now, in terms of this movie, I am probably gonna watch this movie just based off of the spectacle, just like how I watched the Spider-Man movie, because Spider-Man is my favorite hero, even though they've done him largely terribly in the MCU. I had to watch it just based off of that. And it was entertaining at the very least. And I think this will probably be entertaining too. But what I'm noticing about this movie is obviously it's Multiverse of Madness, and it's just going to just be, it looks like it's going to be a lot of just alternate takes on people who we know. But I'm just thinking, what will be the larger implications? I think the big elephant in the room that's been there is, when are the X-Men coming? And obviously, Charles Xavier is supposed to be in here, but it's going to be like a different universe Charles Xavier, or will it be an earlier version of the one that we saw in the X-Men films? Who knows? But how are the X-Men going to get there? Well, the Multiverse of Madness kind of solve that. And apparently there might be iteration of the Illuminati, which is like obviously the smartest minds, like Charles, Reed, Black Panther, Namor, all these people. Like, are they gonna be there? Probably not. It probably won't be exactly the same thing, because they haven't even gotten a chance to introduce these characters in any other part of the MCU. So I get it. But this just seems like a giant what if movie, because I know a lot of people like the What If series, mostly people, once again, who never read the comics and just liked that stuff. And some of it was kind of strange, some of it was okay. Because I even see the whole Peggy, the Captain Carter thing, apparently that's supposed to be in this movie as well. So it's like they're making allusions to stuff that they're making in the show. So, once again, not necessarily now mind you, I'll also say this, what ifs have always existed in the comics. But it's like, what if in this storyline, instead of this person doing A, they choose choice B, and then how does that change their life from there? And I get it, and that's fine, you know what I mean? But if this entire movie is gonna be that, it just makes me wonder how much of this will stick. And that's actually why I'm interested in this movie, because I want to see what is actually going to get changed afterwards. Like, they have the whole, like, the Ultron, I have like a bad word, but like the Ultron Sentinel type of things, which apparently is supposed to be from Superior Iron Man, like the evil Iron Man. And then there might be a Maria Rambeau version of Captain Marvel. It's like, okay, I guess, right? And it's like, how does this move that, like, instead of just just giving like little bits of like fan service for a second, I guess, for people who like what the MCU has done, will they introduce any new permanent characters besides like America Chavez, which we're seeing, like maybe like a Brother Voodoo, right? That's actually a lot of people who are interested in seeing that. I want to know if they're gonna show any new characters that are going to stay besides America Chavez, right? And are they, even though she's kind of a weird character as well, whatever. That's just my opinion when it comes to that. So going forward, is this going to lead into like a Fantastic Four? How will this play into like Quantumania? Obviously, there's going to be blowback. Like, is this blowback from what happened in the Spider-Man film? Because I thought they had a giant missed opportunity in that film by making it so he didn't close all the portals and maybe combine the whole Sony and MCU universe, making, Venom and Morbius and all that actually stay with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, because then that makes sense. But instead, they're like this Sony verse and this MCU thing, and that kind of doesn't make any sense. So maybe will this fix that? If not, then I feel like we're still gonna have this weird mess when it comes to specifically the Spider-Man universe. And I hope they don't do a whole bunch of bait and switch like they did with WandaVision. Because we saw Quicksilver, we thought, oh man, we're gonna get that, and instead we got Ralph Boner. So this is where I am. I'm gonna watch this movie. I have to keep my expectations low because I feel like it could be entertaining. But I mean, are we gonna get mutants at the end of the day? Like, is this gonna be a time? I mean, is Blade gonna show up? Here? You know, there's so many other properties. You know, Ghost Rider, like all these Fox properties. Are they gonna pop up in this? And if they are they just gonna pop up for here, but then still go back to their respective universes and not change anything? That's really what I'm worried about the most. Let me know. What do you think about this film? Are you excited to see this film? Are you ready to accept everything about the film, or do you have your reservations? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Into the Nerd.